She's a talented actress and singer who you've seen in Mamma Mia, Les Mis, and Mean Girls, and some crazy films too. Right now, this is what I'm talking about. You can see her in The Housemaid in theaters. And this year, she was nominated for 2 Golden Globe Awards, one for her role in Long Bright River, and the other for her moving performance in The Testament of Anne Lee, which is also in theaters now. Very intense. Everybody say hello to Amanda Seyfried.
I'm sleeping right
now.
now.
You need to lay down, girl. I know. I'm like, you are so busy. I keep making the joke to my friends. I'm like, what is she not in right now?
I know.
I'm seeing you that's a lot of work. Are you okay?
We shot them separately.
Okay, that's true.
But we're marketing them
all together. That's fun.
So it's fun being in 2 places at once. I can do that though.
Yeah.
Because I'm a mom now. I can do anything.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the multitasking.
But I do feel powerful.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's kind of nice too. Whenever you are promoting something, you get to tag team other projects. That's kind of nice.
It's fantastic. And I want to talk about both all the time. So
yeah, that works.
So here I am. You know, it's just it's been going. We the whole family went to LA though, so we all flew back yesterday together. At least I had them in LA. Normally I'm just there alone, and I'm just glad that we got here without vomit. It was the last trip we took on the Delta plane.
No.
Because he calls it the Delta plane. My son, my youngest, vomited the lasagna he'd eaten like an hour prior for 2 hours.
On the plane?
And I was like, this is my worst nightmare. And part of me was like, I don't know you. Somebody take him. Because I'm so, I don't know about you, but I don't like vomit.
I can do vomit, I can do diarrhea, I can do those things, I can do it. I can't do, interesting. Shut up, Lester.
What can't you do?
Saliva. I know vomit, saliva is involved, but it's not the same. It's when you see a kid and it's just like, oh.
But it's clear. It doesn't.
It is not clear. There are so many germs and all of that. It is the most disgusting thing ever. Just drool and snot and the blood.
You can take my vomit. I will take your saliva.
I can clean up. I can clean up the other things. But yeah, drool, I'm like, get out of here.
I disagree. Listen, that's fine.
You know what though happened to me? My dog, not my kid, but my dog has never done this. And Henry just turned 8. He chose to, when we walked into the airport, just take the largest, just several number 2s, just all over. I think he got nervous. He was like, oh no, I know this place. I'm about to be without a bathroom. And he went everywhere.
Was it solid?
They were. Which is different.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Because then Jessie told me the story of her dog had diarrhea everywhere. And I was like, that's worse. Yeah, that's worse. That's worse.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we do.
Yeah, this is when you yell, clean up on aisle 5 and you run like it wasn't you.
We chose that for ourselves.
I know. I do love Henry. He's never done that to me in 8 years, but I was like,
just wait till he's 16 and a half like mine.
Oh.
He doesn't go outside anymore. He only goes inside.
Oh, Yeah. That's my dogs when it rains. They're like, this is not me.
This is everything, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say congrats, look at all your projects, but The Testament of Anne Lee, this is crazy to me, based on a true story. Yeah. I didn't really know much about this before.
Nobody knows about the female woman leader of a religious movement from the 18th century, and it's so weird. Just kidding, it's not weird at all. She's a woman.
Yeah.
No, but she did something so radical that was so like founded in having a community of equality between gender and race in the 18th century. Just like it was so radical, and she succeeded and took them across, across the Atlantic, and there were about 6,000 Shakers at one point, and we still have the furniture and the brooms and the washing machine.
Yeah, all inspired from
the apple pear. Everything that they invented is with us today. It was all in the spirit of God and worshiping and.
And a hard life.
Ooh. Yeah, this woman is incredible, and this fable that Mona Fastvold, the director, created is unmatched, and I don't think there will ever be a movie like this again, and it was impossible to get made, but yet, we did it. And now people know about Anne Lee and the values and the sheer simplicity of what it means to be in a community with no hierarchy. It's hard to do, but we can get a lot done when we all feel we respect each other and love each other. It's very simple.
Yeah, work as a community. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the music is interesting in the film, and there's interpretive dancing. There's a lot.
So much.
I think that's where the Shaker term came from, right? Is because how they were worshiping, right?
Shaking Quakers. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
I never knew that either.
And it had to be a musical. And Mona was like, hey, I don't know if I can I don't know how to do a musical. And her partner, Brady Corbet, is like, babe, it's a musical because there's nothing but music and movement.
Yeah.
So
I love it too. The costumes, everything. It's brilliant. It looks brilliant.
It's an epic tale made with very little money. And that is another like success of it. Like for me, just knowing that we didn't need that much in order to make it because enough people wanted to do it. So that was so inspiring throughout the filming.
Yeah, comes back to creativity. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a look at her latest film, The Testament of Ann Lee. It's in theaters now. You're incredible. It's almost rude. You're so talented, whatever. Yeah. And you're funny. That's so whatever.
I tried.
Was it helpful? Do you feel like it was helpful? Not that a man couldn't have done the job. I'm not saying that at all. But was it helpful that it was a female director specifically for this role?
Hands down, yes. I think Ann Lee, all she wanted to be was a mother, and she lost all 4 of her children during or slightly after childbirth. And so like that kind of grief, nobody really can come back from that except for maybe a special few who just completely give all to God, which was what she did, or her faith, or whatever that means to you. And for her, she created this, and Mona Fastfold is such a mother. So she is physically a mother. But you don't need to be. She's just nurturing and compassionate, and she creates a space of complete freedom and safety for actors and for really her crew. So it was like made in the spirit of what Ann Lee created in the Shaker movement, and I don't think that was an accident. But it is how Mona works, and she's just the gentlest, the hottest Norwegian lady you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we lived together at the end of shooting because our families went back for school.
Yeah.
So her daughter and my 2 kids went back, and we were just very tired and emotionally exhausted. And we had so much to do still. And so I folded her laundry, and she like made me coffee every morning with a French press and a JBL speaker with jazz music playing while she was making her shot list. And I was like, this is exactly how to make
Are you trying to be cool, or is this just innate
No,
in you?
and,
like,
and one day she had lipstick on.
Oh, I don't even own lipstick.
I do, but I don't know how to apply it yet.
I wear it all the time for work. I'm like, if you catch me in Target, you'll be like,
I
wow,
know.
she looks different.
But that's good. That's good. That's
a
what we
very
want.
talented team named Harry and Potter.
Yeah.
You like to be, also, I was gonna say this too, there are a lot of crazy intimate scenes too that would be weird too if you didn't feel comfortable in the environment. That's what I thought was kind of cool about having a female
prosthetic vaginas.
Yeah.
Essential because honestly, like I don't, not since Pieces of a Woman have I seen a birth scene depicted so truly, like so beautifully and so realistically.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's hard to get people to want to do that because it's scary. 15 men walked out of one of the Venice screenings. True story.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it was so graphic and bloody, but that's what it is. That's what having a child in any way, in any, like, whether it's a surgery or vaginal delivery, it's epic. And
kind of devastating to your body.
And devastating to your body and your mind and the hormones and there's complete just joy, but also fear, and everything is involved in it. So natural, and yet we don't see it on screen.
Especially back when this was filmed. Like, this is like a time when if things went wrong, it just went wrong.
Oh God,
They didn't have modern
I'm surprised she was
medicine,
honestly lived through all of that. But yeah,
4 kids, that was
and it makes you understand her journey, and it makes you earn where she ends up going from such devastating just suffering, and it makes sense, and it's a beautiful portrait of a really empowered, incredible enigma back in the 18th century. I'm just so proud that we made it. We just didn't have money, but we did. Like weekly, we'd get like more money in, and we'd be like, we can go another week.
Yeah.
But and then the Housemaid, like so different. Like that we had a good budget, we made it, in the same amount of days, and it's crazy.
Role. You got to just trash the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to smack Sydney over and over again. And
How many times did you have to do that for the thing? Like, what?
I think it was like 8. But I kept getting her ear because I would go, because that, and then she made fun of me the entire time. She just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Because she was like, give it to me. She had done Christy.
Yeah,
for God's sake.
she was ready.
She was ready, and she was like,
a lot
"Do
different
it."
when you're taking it than serving it up. Because that's a
don't
lot
know.
different. If you're taking it, you're like, give it to me, I can totally do it, I'm a warrior. But when
And
you're
if you're like,
slapping
"Sorry,
someone,
sorry,
you're
sorry,
like,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Like all the scenes, like so many of the takes were like, oh, sorry. And then Paul would be like, gonna go again. You can't say, you gotta stay in character. But it's, I think this innate projection of our fellow friends and women too.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a tough cookie, and it was funny. Not for me, but it was funny for most people. And it worked.
Oh my God.
It was effective.
Yeah.
I think.
I wish I could do that for a job and then pick who I was slapping.
You know
like,
what?
I'm so sorry, I have to do this for the craft, so I'm so sorry. We never got to talk about this. So say, you played several instruments growing up. You're quite the singer. What kind of like things do you like to do? Because I saw you on Fallon too, playing and singing.
I
You're
did.
so talented.
Thanks. Ask me to play any song on the dulcimer, and I will tell you I can only play 4.
Okay.
But I know the score very well.
So cool doing it.
It was so terrifying, and yet it just got a great response, which wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
But I did it. That's what I do. I play guitar to my bearded dragon, and I
love it.
I you know, my daughter's learning the ukulele and the guitar, and I played piano since I was 7. I play a lot of your songs.
I heard
Patty
that you
Griffin
knew a
and you.
couple.
Yeah,
oh
of course
my God,
I know
love
so
Patty
many.
Griffin. That's like my favorite.
I mean, the Stronger album was everything, but the first song,
Thank you.
the power ballad of the century. Oh no, was it before? No, it was after 2000. The power ballad of this century is Beautiful Disaster.
I heard that you liked Beautiful Sound, and you liked the live version.
Yes.
Which is my favorite.
I, to be honest, haven't ever listened to, maybe once, the other version.
I know, I don't like the other version, so sorry. But I love the live version.
The freedom of that.
Here's the thing, you can sing live, and you sing well, and we're both here.
Yeah.
And I think...
Could you let me do that?
I think... Hold on. Here we go. Give us a little key. You start, I want to harmonize. I'll come in.
Is this the key from the original?
I think. Yes,
Okay.
it's my live version. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, ready?
He drowns.
He drowns in his dreams. Wait, nope.
I'm
nope, hold
coming.
on.
Yeah.
An exquisite extreme, I know.
Go ahead.
He's as damned as he seems.
You do have vibrato.
More heaven than a heart could hold. And if I try to save him, my whole world would cave in. It just ain't right. Lord, it just ain't right.
Go ahead. Here we go.
Well, when I don't know what he's after.
I'm getting out of your way, man.
No, I need it. But it's so beautiful, such a beautiful disaster. And if I could hold on through the tears and the laughter, Lord, it would be beautiful, such a beautiful disaster. I don't know how to sing. I got it. I love it. I'm getting nervous, but
You gotta come. I keep telling her, you gotta come to Vegas. You gotta come sing it with me in Vegas. Let us have a moment on stage. It's like, the whole show is so live, it's so beautiful. The instruments, we have strings, I'm just saying, you should come to Vegas and sing it with me.
I know.
You're so wonderfully talented. You do all the things.
I was nervous, but I died.
Oh, it was so, I think we sound good together.
I always tell my friends who are musical or in bands or whatever, you know, if you ever need a harmony, I like practice it a lot and then do it with you.
Yeah.
But you harmonizing, I know, I just...
Oh no, here's the thing. So I tell people every time they come on the show, I'm like, if you ever need like a BGV part, I am your girl. I love backgrounds and I love harmonies. Those are my favorites.
You're the best one at them.
You know what?
But also, the straight up spotlight melody. The harmony's always...
You just said the break that you don't have, oh, I try for vibrato. Your vibrato is beautiful. You do have vibrato.
I think what I meant was I don't have control over it.
Well, stop with the control. Let it go.
I don't need it anymore.
Good.
Ann Lee, thank you.
Yeah. We are a vessel. We are a vessel. We need another break, everybody. The Testament of Ann Lee and The Housemaid are both in theaters now and couldn't be just more different films.